The whole name-changing gesture was kept very secretly, and only few people knew that we've been doing that. And the first one we wanted to inform was the Janez Jansa himself. So here is the letter which we sent to him. So I'm not going to read it, and there is no need, but maybe I read just one sentence which makes this letter interesting and also for our debate. For us, there are no boundaries between our work, our art, and our lives, and we believe we are no different from you in this respect. We live together to create, and with your permission, we would like to quote here the words from the letter you sent us when we joined SDS. The more of us there are, the faster we can achieve our goal. The way how we announce to the general public, to our friends, family members, etc., was a marriage. Yeah? So these are the images from the marriage, true marriage, not the performance, but true marriage of Janez Jansa with Marcela Okletic, where the two best men were Janez Jansa and Janez Jansa. There was very nice, there was this crucial moment in which this name changing became official, when the master of ceremony asked the bride, do you, Marcela Okletic, take Janez Jansa for your husband in front of two best men, Janez Jansa and Janez Jansa. And this was an incredible shock, and everybody was thinking that this was just a good performance, that everything actually was true, and that created kind of puzzling feeling. Why did Janez Jansa marry? Because of love, of course. Yeah? But at the time, the Prime Minister, Janez Jansa, was happily in love. And he is divorced, his two kids and so on, but he was happily in love. He was so in love that the touristic slogan for Slovenia at the time became I feel Slovenia, and in the word Slovenia you have love, love. So the whole country had somehow to be feeling this beautiful sensation with the Prime Minister, and not only the whole country, but the whole world, everyone which would visit the country. So Janez Jansa on the right side decided to marry his wife. He was also happily in love and has kids with her and so on, and we were two best men. And this is one of the reports from the newspaper which was using this, like who is actually marrying now, which Janez Jansa. When we changed name, this became of course the very asked and exploited story from the media, and here are some of the reactions. I don't know if we can hear this. Should be sound here.
New work of art and public appearance, therefore it will take some terms unprecedented in other no forms of subversive affirmation. However, the renaming is not political in the sense of commenting on the daily political events in our country or commenting on the life and work of Prime Minister Janez Jansa, but political in the sense that it instantly swings the net of meanings in our society. It shakes the boundaries between art and politics, the public and the private, and offers itself as a riddle still waiting to be solved. When the three artists changed their names to Janez Jansa, they in fact adopted a critical stand to the state, to the Slovene government, in which until recently all posts seemed occupied as it were by a single person, Janez Jansa. Through the multiplication of Janez Jansa's name, the function of the Prime Minister has assumed, within a specific artistic action, a similar position as the Campbell Soup Cans and Andy Warhol's works. The person whose name has been assumed by the artists has not responded to their acts. His silence and non-responsiveness signal his tacit support for them, for the artists have not caused him any harm. In fact, they have added extra value to his name and are actively promoting it. The artists are giving their audiences what the latter like to see and hear, a cheap, entertaining and harmless provocation. The multiplication of the name as a signifier leads to the disappearance of the referent, and the aforementioned motto of the party now has to be taken literally. The more individuals called Janez Jansa there are, the faster we can achieve the goal of the emptying out of the subject, its desubjectification and the establishment of the empty signifier.
I showed you before that we changed all of our documents. We also wanted to get new membership cards from Slovene Democratic Party, and we asked about 6 or 7 times, but we never got a reply. When we did the exhibition Name Ready Made in 2008 in Graz in Austria, we exhibited all our documents, which I showed you, and all of them were on name Janez Jansa, except the membership cards from the party. There were many articles, as I told you, and this is one which is also interesting about the discussion about the position of art in society and the power of art in contemporary society. So there is this quote saying that it's perfectly legitimate to call artists, but not politicians, idiots, and to call their work idiocy. Artists are harmless beings who do not have powerful lawyers. It's a very interesting article also from another point of view. The writer, the journalist, signed this article with name Ivo Sanader, which was at the time name of the which is the name of the Prime Minister of Croatia at the time. So in a way, the Prime Minister of Croatia is writing that the Prime Minister of Slovenia is an idiot. A week later, we wrote a letter saying that I'm neither an idiot nor a common fool, and asking from Ivo Sanader to apologize for this. Of course, this sounds funny and entertaining, but imagine like in 20 years somebody who would read this and would not have the context, because from the articles itself it's very difficult to see who is Janez Jansa actually responding to that letter.